All right, how did you get started making candles?
I got a phone call from a friend of mine, Chris Witt. She was one of the instructors at Humboldt State University beekeeping class. And she said, hey, we're out in the barn. She lived in Freshwater. Hey, we're out in the barn and we're harvesting honey. Come on out and help. So I went out and we spun out lots and lots of honey. It was wonderful in this barn. But I noticed that the beeswax was all going into buckets with sticks and dead bees and everything. And I said, what do you do with the wax? And she said, well, we put it out for the honeybees to rob and take back to the hive and clean them up. And then we melt down the wax and make fire starter from it. And I'm looking at this beautiful golden wax going, really? This is going to be fire starter? So at the time, I was a collector of antique cookie molds. And I thought, well, can I take some of this beeswax and see what I can do with it? So I learned how to filter it myself. I took the rough wax, filtered it myself, and I started by making cookie molds. And then I started doing hand dip candles, and then I looked online and found out about other molds and just progressed that way until I'm creating my own molds now, because there is a limit as to what was out there, and especially anything regarding the Pacific Northwest, like redwood trees and certain seashells and stuff. So that's how I got started. Square braid wicking. Because the density of beeswax, you have to go one size up than normal. Okay. So you got to learn about your different wicks. So you take a piece of wick, cut it. It's called priming your wick. And dip it. And prime the wick. You're going to thread that needle through the hole. All the way through. Yep. Take the bottom and pull.
Take the bottom.
Okay, stop. See where this is right here? That's all you want.
Oh, that's, yeah.
So you take that out. And to make it even, I curl it underneath like this. Alright? Then we take the bobby pin. And that's how you hold your wick up.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to pour in. And then I'm going to swirl it around till I get all the little petals of the leaf, because everything of the flower. All right, I'm going to swirl it around, and I got a little bit more than I want, so I'm going to get rid of it. More. Depends. Okay, swirl it around. Depends on how much color you want, because each one is different. This is a big dog or a giant mom. And I'm going to do it a little different because it's more intricate. Yes, I've burned myself numerous times. So I'm just going to do that and then dump it back in, swirl it around, try to get all the nooks and crannies of this giant mom. Dump out extra.
Should I put a lot?
Yeah, it's going to fill it to the brim. A little bit more. And it does shrink a little bit, so there you go. And then I will do the same to this one. And I'll go get the red so we can do the other one we just did. Go to the brim. That's good. And then start on the outside on this one. Yeah, kind of evenly disperse it so it doesn't like melt. Keep going, all the way to the brim. Gonna get all those little leaves. Is that good? A little bit more. Now we're good. As I said, I can remelt anything I need to do. Get that hair out. A lot of beekeepers here in Humboldt County, but there wasn't enough for my business kept getting bigger and bigger. So I had to order wax. It's all Northern California wax, but I had to order it out of a company in Chico. Yeah, because professional beekeepers take their bees and they take them to like the valley in Chico where all the nuts are, everything that flowers. Bees are very important. And they leave their hives there to pollinate all the fruits and the nuts, and then they bring them back, and they get paid for that. So Chico is a hub for nuts and fruits, in the valley there. So Dadant is the name of the company in Chico that I get my main beeswax supply from. Anything local, I try to get as much as I can local, but I literally use probably 400 pounds of wax a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's only beeswax.
Only beeswax. Which, okay, you wouldn't know about what's important to me.
Yeah.
Don't use paraffin.
Why?
Paraffin is a petroleum byproduct. And paraffin, when you light a paraffin candle, it emits toxins into the air. Beeswax is the cleanest wax you can burn. It's also the densest wax. So it takes way longer to burn through a beeswax candle versus a paraffin candle. Soy is good too, but it's too soft to be freestanding. That's why I use beeswax, but also it's just a wonderful medium. It's still warm, but it's hardened enough that I can go ahead and I'm going to take the bobby pin off. I'm going to take the rubber band off. I'm going to open this up like this. Now because it's still warm, I'm not going to pull by the wick. I'm going to pull like this. Because it's still warm. Normally I wouldn't have to do that, but we're filming right now. So. And then you cut. There. This is going to get darker as it dries more and cools off. At the bottom. Pull that off, flatten it off because it's still warm. Go with flatten. There you go. Yeah, that's good. And there you go. And then while it's still warm, if you screw up a leaf, it's pretty malleable, so you can just reform it. But this is what you, just like the one you just did. Only actually I did the opposite color.
This must be so relaxing. Like, I'm relaxed. I'm in here, like, with all these
It's
candles.
really quite enjoyable as long as you're not under the gun to like, oh my god, I've got Hummerts coming up, I have to make. Well, it's going to be 25 small mermaids. This floats, by the way.
Yeah, I put them in my bath. And
Okay. But this is the natural color. And this one is a gnome. He's a garden gnome. He may break because he's not quite done yet. And that, it's a waste of my time. Yeah, he's going to break. So I need to keep him in there till he's dry. So I'll just keep him in like that and he'll cool off in a little bit. I also put labels on the bottom so it covers up a lot of flaws. You'll see a lot of people merchandise. Yeah, so.
That's so pretty.
This floats really well. Yeah. Any other questions?
What are your future plans? Just to continue.
Continue doing this. It help pays for my travel, pays for my property taxes, and it may help pay with Luke's education. Okay. Yeah. So that's what it's been. It's just been a little extra money and a lot of enjoyment. A lot of enjoyment.